Hello everyone, this is Singy from the Sanctum of the Soul, and today I've got with me The Secrets of the Mystic Growth. This is written by Arwen Lynch. You may remember her from the El-Key Oracle, and the artwork is by Mary Elaine Thomas. Um, I personally have never heard of both the deck and the artist, but when I saw it online, I was like, that looks lovely and I will get it. So I decided to get that deck. So it came with a lot of orders because, shipping and all that. So let's get to it. So this isn't by any means a new deck. This was published in 2017 by US Games, so I am a little late to the party. But it seems to be a relatively unknown deck because I honestly, in all the tarot groups that I've been in, no one seems to have mentioned this deck at all, which is very strange because this is such a beautiful deck. At least, judging from the cover. So, it does say here that let the enchanting artwork of Mary Elaine Thomas enfold you in a world of stunning beauty and imagination as the colorful denizens of the Mystic Grove share their insightful secrets. Okay. So this special set includes 44 cards in this 96-page guidebook and journal prompts with space provided. So I'm not going to use the space provided because I don't like writing on any of the stuff like books and stuff that they're not going to be relevant in the future. So I'm not going to write anything. I prefer the things pristine. Okay, so at least I'm getting the hang of shrink wrap, sorry. Oh, okay. So the deck actually looks even more vibrant. The colors are, wow. The colors are beautiful. The lighting's not doing the deck any justice, but in in person, this deck is gorgeous. The colors are so rich and vibrant. It's very hard for you to tell. Forgive the mess, by the way. I'm planning to do a live sale. So I was halfway through setting up my live sale, and then I thought, why not do a deck review? Since I've got a stack of them that I haven't opened yet. So the blue color in here is gorgeous. It reminds me of Blue Angel. And the box, of course, it is a very sturdy box. Excellent quality. And we've got a beautiful guidebook. Let's see what the guidebook looks like. So, they weren't kidding about the space. So that's got a lot of space. Right, so we've got some journal prompts like who are my trusted advisors and all that. And we've got quite a nice chunk of information for every card. Yeah, and I think I saw some spreads at the back. Yeah, so we've got one spread. What is the primary thing you need to be aware of now? What changes do you need to make? What is the best possible outcome? So that sounds like a good reading for later. When at the end of the video, when I do my customary spread. Oh my god, okay. So the box at the back of the other half of the box is just as blue, and look at that gradient. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. So I'm not a fan of the 2017 US games, snuck in at it's small but it's noticeable, so it feels like it masks the beauty of the deck. But that's just me. I personally do not like words written on the back of my decks, so that's why I haven't bought decks like the Mystic Mondays, I think, where you've got the words scrawled on the back. I'm really not a fan of that. I prefer my backs to be simple. Okay. So I'm really not a fan of shrink wrap. I understand that this is a 2017 deck, but in future productions I would really hope to see more paper instead of single-use plastics. So plus a paper binding in the cards should suffice. We don't need this much plastic. Oh, for God's sakes. And a paper one would not have taken this much effort to open. It would not have had me, worried that I would damage the cards. So the cards are, of course, even more vibrant once the wrapping is off. The sides of the cards are these. Oh, this is the same cardstock as the Urban Tarot, I think. Yeah, this is about the same cardstock as the Urban Tarot. You can see the smooth, kind of greasy shine to it. So this is pretty good cardstock. There's absolutely nothing to complain about. Cardstock is nice and thick, and the card surface it's not quite glossy, but it's not quite matte either. Somewhere in between. Personally, I'm not a fan of cardstock like that. I prefer it either full matte or full gloss, but it's just a tiny matter, and it's all up to personal preference. So, sorry, I'm still admiring my new aquamarine. So the first card is Awakening, Attraction, Beginning, Newness, Communing. So there's a lot going on in the cards. Are those swifts? I think those are swifts. And then you've got the flowers. So you've got a lot going on. But if if you're not able to read to interpret the cards, you can always just go with the keywords because there are so many of them. So it's very easy to read. And I'm not sure what that is. It's a B, I think. Yeah, it's a B. I think so not all of them are the same. Yeah, I think even the B's are different. Let's see. I love little Easter eggs like this. Yeah, they're not quite the same. I think they're different species. Are they? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, they're not quite the same. So it's nice. I hope every card has a slightly different insect on it. I don't know what that means, but anyway, I really appreciate little things like that. Dreaming, gifts, receiving, and dreams. Ask, launch, saw, request. And that is that a hopper? I think that's a hopper. And we've got Alliance, Connections, Unity, Creative Solutions, and we're back to the bead. Are those words written on? Let me see. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it says. The lighting here is terrible, so I can't really see it properly. Authenticity, sovereignty, independence, uniqueness. Oh, look at that. The artwork is gorgeous, but sometimes I'm not sure what's happening. Like, I'm not sure what these are supposed to be. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they're supposed to be, but you see all the succulents and independence, I suppose. And that's is it a pheasant? Pheasant. Did I just say pheasant? Oh my god. Observation, patience, attention, pause, and watchful. So, call me a grammar Nazi, but I prefer my cards to, when we've got prompts like that, to all be in the same tense, all be in the same form at least. So if you've got patience and attention, which are of course nouns, I would have liked to see watchfulness instead, rather than an adjective. My tongue, an adjective at the end, and then you've got like a verb here, pause, which is weird, and we've got the little insect as well. Yeah, was there an insect on this one? No, I don't see one. Yeah, I don't see one. Wonder what it means. Trust, overcoming fear, intentions, having faith, protection, warrior, safety, acts of kindness, togetherness, loyalty, fellowship, and bonding. So this is very similar to the alliance card, where you've got your connections, unity, you've got loyalty and fellowship. Slightly different, but could be interchangeable at times. Imagination, conjure, dreams, create. So we've got dreams again. Of course, we've got dreaming in one of the previous cards. I think it was just dreaming. Yeah, we've got dreams here. So there are some overlaps in card meanings. Solitude, rest, ponder, quiet, and sanctuary. Celebrate mystery, trust the journey, unexpected secrets. Bloom, oh, this is a gorgeous one. Recognition, acknowledgement, and being seen. Confidence, pride, poise, and assurance. So that's what they were talking about, the peacock in her hair. Seeking knowledge, wisdom searching, and learning. Ah. Listen to the song, that's never mind. Paying attention, dialogue, and communicating. Repose, pause. So we've got pause again, respite, and time out. So it's very similar. Some cards are quite similar. Admittedly, they're not the same, but like this one, we've got observation. So we've got pause there as well. They're not the same. But they are very similar, and I feel like sometimes the cards they could have done away with one fewer card if you just combine the two cards. But I do also at the same time appreciate the nuance that having very similar but slightly different cards can give your readings. So if for example you get both cards that mean pause, it actually adds a new dimension to your reading. It adds dimension, it adds context, so, and it adds nuance. So I do like that we get that option in this deck. So we've got council, group, meeting, advisors. So of course this is very similar to the fellowship card and the alliance card. So they are similar but not quite the same. Secrets, whisper, confidences, sharing. Look ahead, visionary planning, preparation. We've got letting go, release, farewell, impermanence. Beauty, radiance, self-esteem and strength. Adventure. Oh, this. Okay, so this card is slightly out of place. We've got all the vibrant cards with lots of foliage and plants and animals, and then we've got this one. Even the people look like they were drawn by someone else. Experience, taking risks, and wish. So we've got a wish already in there as well. So again, some overlaps in keywords, but otherwise it's fine. Identity. Oh, it's not often that you see a black bunny in depicted on cards. So we've got recognition again. I feel like I've said recognition before. Self-awareness and examine. So some overlaps again. Have I said recognition before? This deck is giving me like trust issues. Oh god. Have I said it before? Ah, there we go. So we've got Acknowledgement, recognition, and being seen. And then here we've got recognition and self-awareness. So it's not quite the same again, but not that different either. Release, letting go, freedom, and healing. So I feel like there was a letting go not that long ago. See, so we've got a card that says release, and we've got a card that says letting go. It's basically the same thing. So obviously, because of the farewell here, this is more about the a permanent farewell, perhaps impermanence. We've got everything will come to an end kind of feeling, while release is more like things that you're holding on to, release them. But again, it is very similar, but not quite the same. And for these two, I get it. For all of them actually, I do get it, and I do appreciate that. The nuance, as I've said. Acknowledgement, seeing, knowing, acceptance, unravel, puzzle, conundrum, and solution. Conflict, discord, disagreement, and common ground. So we've got the resolution of the conflict, so it's not all bad. You've got the common ground, so it sounds like things are getting resolved. And we've got succeeding, victory, and outcomes, that's winning. Seeing differently, oh, I like that. It's uniqueness, roles, and variation. Celebration, bliss, joy, delight, quite simple. The key, we've got mystery, moving forward, and knowledge. Again, we've already had moving forward some time ago. Tenacity, dedication, determination, and stubbornness. And of course, it's a badger known for their stubbornness and tenacity. Community, contribute, communication, and tribe. So we've got a communication somewhere before as well. Again, an overlap. And community sounds a lot like the council, alliance, fellowship. They are very similar cards. Again, not quite the same in terms of context, but still very similar. I should stop saying that. Rewards, abundance, bounty, sharing. Oh, that is such a beautiful card. I really like how this bar here is different, and it all matches the rest of the image perfectly. I don't see any color clash. In fact, you don't even really notice that there is a big a big bar at the bottom, because that's how well the images meld together. We've got reflection, rumination, and musings. So ruminations and musings, basically they're, well, reflections and rumination at least quite similar in meaning. Serenity, we've got compassion, acceptance, and contentment. So again, acceptance was used somewhere before. Sorry, got distracted. Distance, divide, separation, and discord. So we've got physical distance and, of course, emotional distance as well. Waiting, alertness, preparation, and watchfulness. Sanctuary, retreat, haven, refuge, and oasis. Got decision, which is choice, opportunity, and selection. And we've got direction, which is navigation, guidance, and science, not science. Unity, connectedness, harmony, and equilibrium. So again, very similar to the fellowship, alliance, friendship, was it? Yeah, the four cards that talk about basically community. Oh yeah, community. Rhythms, groundedness, nature, and so for the groundedness card, it's interesting that we've got a grounded bird. So even the birds have to land at some point, so go do some grounding. So the cards are basically perfect. I see no damage at all on the cards, which I absolutely appreciate, due to some disappointments in card quality in recent months. So the cards shuffle very easily. They're not that slippery, so they don't really slip out of your hands, but they're not sticky enough that it impedes your shuffling. So what was the spread that they provided again? Right, before that, I kind of want to see if they explain the... No, they don't. Okay, never mind then. So, card 1, what is the primary thing you need to do to be aware of now? What changes do you need to make, and what is the best possible outcome? Okay, so let's go. 3 cards it is. So the first card would be, what is the primary thing you need to be aware of now? So we'll just feel the energy and... Yeah. It's confusing because my right hand is feeling... Oh, this is the one. So my right hand is feeling the energy and then my left hand couldn't find it because the cards is quite big. Even for... Well, my hands aren't the biggest, but they are still... Yeah. I do handle big decks quite well, so... that could have come out so wrong. Okay, the second card is... What changes do you need to make? So, changes... Oh, it seems I'm always picking this third from the bottom in this deck. And the last one... What is the best possible outcome? And that is... Oh, third from the top this time. Huh, okay. So, let's see. So, what was the first one again? What is the primary thing you need to be aware of now? So, letting go. Okay, so that's release, farewell, and impermanence. So, I have to let go of something. To me, I'm actually facing someone who is quite duplicitous. So, right now, I'm not a big fan of... so... I don't want to say too much on a video, so suffice to say that I am talking to a few people, in fact, who are lying through their teeth, and they think I don't know, but I do know, and I'm just humoring them because I don't really want drama. So apparently this kind of says that I perhaps could let it go. I could simply, block them or just stop talking to them. That would in fact be a good course of action. And then we've got something to be aware of, I think. What changes do you need to make? So trust, so overcoming fear, intentions, and having faith. So I feel like it's saying that some of them can be trusted, that I don't have to be that wary of them. And the best possible outcome is unravel, so puzzle, conundrum, and solution. So it seems like if I do trust at least a few of them, the situation will be resolved. But at least I think that's how the cards are interpreting, and having faith that things will resolve. So yeah, this is quite an interesting deck. Obviously, you can see how accurate the reading is, even in the first just getting to know the deck, and out pops something so relevant already. So this deck is fantastic. I haven't got any complaints about it really. We've got a very nuanced deck. We've got a lot of overlaps, but then the overlaps aren't really overlaps. They are subtly different. So I really enjoy that kind of subtle differences and nuance that a lot of, most decks that I have kind of miss, because you've got overarching themes. So each card is so unique that you have to kind of, do more work in terms of interpreting the deck, interpreting the cards. So these cards do it for you by how nuanced the cards are. So I do enjoy that really. Um, Artwork is obviously gorgeous. It's not quite my style, but it is. I can't say, I can't complain about it. Look at the vibrancy, look at the quality of artwork, it's just perfect. So if this kind of art style is your thing, definitely go and get this deck because I love the deck. I especially love the backs of the cards because this color scheme is so calming, it's so grounding, yet it goes up into the intuitive energies. It's perfect. So, yet another wonderful deck by Arwen Lynch, and of course, many compliments to the artist Mary Elaine Thomas as well. But definitely, I am becoming a fan of Arwen Lynch. I was a big fan of the Elki Oracle because it was such a wonderful deck, and I have a feeling that I will be using this deck a lot for client readings. So yeah, I'm so glad I came across this deck a bit. Albeit it's 3 years too late, but better late than never. So thank you for watching, and if you do live in Singapore or anywhere really, do check out my Instagram. It's Sanctum of the Soul with the dots between every word. I will be selling crystals on there and providing energy services. I am thinking of expanding my page as well, to incorporate things like free information. Um, yeah, so thank you for watching. This is Singy from the Sanctum of the Soul, and I hope you have a wonderful day ahead. Until next time, see you.